Hello, it's Gary, Cue Board here again. Second video, hopefully it helps you guys out with sort of like raw carry details, what clubs I'm hitting, what it does on and around the greens. You might have seen the first video just done, which is with the 4-ball, better ball settings. This one, for the singles, the tee boxes are white rather than blue, so all the yardages are a little bit shorter. However, the conditions are completely different. So we got 12 stimp instead of 11, Saturday pins, and the greens are firm, and it's breezy. So I'm going to have probably hit about 3 or 4 shots, and give him my sort of like opinion on how I would kind of go about playing it. Obviously, maybe you don't want to hit it like me, but we'll see. Anyway, hopefully some of the information, I've got all my data tiles up there with launch angle, raw carry, ball speeds, backspin numbers, stuff like that. Hopefully you'll get some idea. Anyway, we're on the third, which is the first one. It's the shortest. Again, right, okay, it's 117. It says the yardage is down 12, so it's playing 105. We've got 5 mile/an-hour headwind, so just looking at it, it's only 97 to carry the trap, but so somewhere between 97 and what did I say it was, 103. So you've got about 6 yards of green to work with. I know the green does slope right to left, so I tend to draw the ball with my short iron. So I'm kind of aiming down the middle of the green. I put the heat map on and you get some idea. So if we want to try and hit it like about 100 yards, ordinarily with no wind I'd probably hit my sand iron full out, but that might spin back into the bunker. So I'm going to go with a quiet gap wedge. Alright, just try and take a little bit of the spin off of it, try and hit 103, see how we get on. I hit just shy of 110 raw, and it carried 113 in the game, so it's landed just short of the pin. Wouldn't be in any bother. Look, okay. And we hit 110. The wind basically taking about 8 yards off that, really, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'll hit another one. Try and see if we can hit a better one than this then. So if the wind stays constant, okay, which it doesn't tend to do. Oh, and by the way, you might find that I've gone into practice mode here, on-course practice mode, loaded all the settings, then you can hit as many as you like here. I'm sure you all know how to do that. But what I can't guarantee is that the wind will exactly be the same when we get in the tournament. I've seen that before where I've practiced before an event, then gone in with the same settings and the wind's in a completely different direction. So just be aware of that. So what we said was like 110 was good. I aimed a little bit further right this time. Hopefully we might just get a little bit of assistance from the slope on the green. Same number, turn that one over a little bit more. Okay. With that pin where it is, I would say that the bunker is to be avoided at all costs. It looks like it's well below the level of the green. There's not a lot of green there. So, and if you're spinners of the ball, it might be prudent to hit it a little bit long here. So let's just go. I'm going to go from my gap wedge, which is a 51. I generally hit that round about 110. I can hit it a little bit further, but 110 is my stock number with it. So I've gone up to a pitching wedge. I'm going to try and hit this 115, just a smooth one. You see where I'm aimed, right at the cart path behind the green. But that's partly to do with my shape. I hit 115, yeah. Well, I hit 115, fell off a bit. Would normally have a little bit more spin on it than that, but that was okay. ended up landing just over 2.5 yards past the pin and then hopped out a little bit. So okay. I think it's aimed in the same spot. I hit one more. As I said, I think if the wind is in this direction, I kind of think you just need to be a little bit past the flag and give yourself a putt for the 2. Right, let's see if we can just take a little bit more off of it, yeah? No, I actually hit it better. Should have gone 129 if there was no wind. And on that occasion it's taken 5 off of it. Let's move on to the next one. It's the 7th. Okay. I don't know if you saw the first video, but now all of a sudden this pin is completely different. It's like so close to the bunker. If you want to try and get close, I'd be kind of inclined to sort of so you've got to hit it straight at it. You've got to hit high draw and just hope it doesn't go in the bunker, but the bunker is a no-no to me. I'm going to start one out here. It's only 151, 154, but it's down 10.5 feet, which is 3.5 yards. So it's like 150 with that little hurt. The wind generally seems to be taking like anything between 5 yards off of it, so anything round about, I think like 160 would be good. So see if I can. See what we can do. Don't get any better than that, guys, is it? Woo! That was 149. Aimed at the left side. It says I push faded it, so 600. I think we'll move on. Look, in all seriousness, before we move on, right is just dead, I think, unless you're Sevi Ballesteros from the bunker. Kind of think a little long is good, even a little bit long, a little bit left, you find the green. It's not going to feed off the green and into the water. The water's quite a long way away at the side, but it is in play sort of down here at, for the poor fat short one, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's move on to 11. Okay, 175 down, let's call it 4 yards, so 171. Look where the pin is, it's right at the back, which in some ways is good because the green's wider back there, but it's up on the high point. That's okay. How'd you play it? Right, sensible option would be just play to be a little short of it. So what's that? 160 kind of gets you to the middle of the green. Right, but you're going to probably need a little bit more than that just because of the wind. So I'm going to try and hit 165, see what happens. We've got firm green, so it will release a little bit, even into the wind. See what happens. Okay, 164 raw. That's not going to get up onto the top, it might even feed left. Okay. Right. Don't think the bunker's a bad place to be. What would it get you in the bunker? So short left is okay. I think if you go pin iron left, it should be down there, I'll show that in a second. There's a big fall off the side of the green, so I kind of think, in my humble opinion, if you make 3 on this, I don't think too many of you'll lose to 3's, and if you do, well, that's just the nature of the game, isn't it? But you make 4, see it being too difficult to make 3 on it. Famous last words. Right, okay, so that's one way of doing it. Only club up, right, and try and hit a big high fade if you're a fader of the ball. I don't see this as being a draw, because like if you draw it, you're going to be coming in over those trees. You might prove me wrong, but if you don't quite get it, I think it comes down in the trees, and then you're above the green. Not a lot of green to work with, and it's firm. So there we go. Trying it the 175 club, solid. Now the wind's changed as well. Look, wow! It was at about 11 o'clock. Now it's at sort of like 1 o'clock. Okay, might help the fade. Oh, come on, come on. I'll take that all day long. Okay, let me just quickly drop one down on the side of the green, and let's see what we've got. Leave ourselves. Say for instance you didn't quite, well in fact if you drew the ball, you generally when you pull them they go long, so if I drop a ball down over there, that's like 5 yards long. Okay, what we've got? Firm greens, heat map, have a quick look. So put it there, 10 yards to a pin that is 21 yards. So you've got 11 yards of green. See if I can try and chop one up. It's only rough, it's not deep or anything. It's up 2 yards, so needs 12 to get it on. And then you've got to factor in the penalties as well. So try and get about 15 with a bit off. Yeah, 7 on the go. That was horrible. Okay. That's why we practice, isn't it? That's a better one. Okay. Up to 3. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go back to the tee box. What hole are we on? 11 I think, isn't it? Yeah, it is 11. Right. Let's just go and try and hit the big high draw. See what that does. Ensure it goes high, and I think we'll take it up. Draws tend to go a little longer. I see that wind split back to 11 o'clock there now. It's crazy. Okay. What do I know? Maybe I've been playing this game wrong all my years. I didn't see it as a draw like that. Anyway, let's move quickly on to the last one, the 15th. Mike will not take up too much of your time. Right, what the hell? We got that. Look, that crap looks like it's behind the tee box. Okay, 199 down 9, and we got a helping wind, so it's 190 firm green. Wow. I'm going to try and hit. Just going to have a quick look at the heat map. Let's do a quick a little fly down to the green. Just get a little bit of a better picture of the green. Okay. In the first video I did, I said, oh, you wouldn't want to be in that bunker. I still sort of think that is also prevalent here, but you've got a little bit more green to work with, albeit it's above you and it's firm. Just looking at the mini map there, you don't want to be long. I think long and a bit right, that brings that water into play, and it certainly doesn't look like an easy, straightforward chip back up the hill onto the green to a downslope. So I don't think you really want to miss it right either. And so it requires a good one. I think the best place, if you hit a poor shot, would be if you're somewhere around the front edge. If you're front, you've got nothing in the way, straightforward. So based upon how I hit it and that wind, I'm going to try and hit like a little little soft cut. Alright, and then we'll try and see what happens with the same yardage. Well, we'll try and hit 175, see what happens with a little cut. Oh, that hurt. No, really had to save that one. Right, so that landed 160. Oh, sorry, I hit it 160. It's carried 175. It's only 9 down, so you got 6 out of the wind there, and then it rolled on. So I don't see how far it was away. Right, try that again. I think it's still lined up in the same spot, but you'd be cutting there. So maybe 170 then. 167, little fade, landed short, and it's got a total of 193, so it's 6 yards short. We've got an 18-foot putt. Well, let's try this exact same shot with a draw, with that wind. I don't think you need as much. The thing with the draw, you don't get enough of it. It'll be short-sided on the right. Okay, so 167 got 6 yards short. Alright, try and hit the same number with the draw. .170. It's a little pulled fade. And that's gone just past the flag by a yard or two. And you're back at the right edge. This will be the last shot. But I do think if you miss just on the short side. If it goes on the green, happy days, you've got a putt. If it's just short, relatively straightforward. Like I say, making 3's on par 3s, I don't think you'll lose too many with pars. Right, okay. So we're aiming just a little right, we want a little draw. Come on. You got a little draw there. 173, that's going to be long, I think. There we are. Anyway, hope that's going to be helpful, boys and gents. Let's go beat the Americans.